Your teeth white as fuck.
You guys, welcome back to our channel, you guys. I'm your girl, Jelly, and this is your boy.
Lex the Express. We on that hype train, baby.
And you guys just tapped in the first to the party. Yay! Okay?
Yeah. Go blue. You know what we about to do this week, man.
Look, you guys, last week our official video picks went 4-1. You guys, we had a really great week in week 3. Ain't that right, Lex?
Yeah.
We did a good job, and we hope you guys were betting with us so you guys could have capitalized on some of those picks too. We called out the Rams upset. What else did we call out?
Fuck up.
I'm trying to remember.
We did the Rams upset.
Minnesota upset. We ain't call it an upset, but we took the points to
Minnesota.
Yeah, we called out that Chargers. Yeah, we had some good picks for you guys last week, and we plan to keep it rolling this week. So let's get right into it. All right, the first play that we got that we like, we love, we got Seattle going into San Fran, taking on the 49ers. You guys, look. This is a divisional matchup, okay? We got Seattle, they're dogs in this game, +3. So San Francisco opened up as the favorite. But Seattle has been losing. They've been losing. They've been letting teams get back in. We've seen what they did last week in Minnesota. We've seen what they did the previous week in Tennessee, letting them get back in. Now they're back-to-back losses, back-to-back road games. What's going on in Seattle, you guys? And how motivated will they be, do you think, Lex? How motivated will they be for this matchup?
Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson usually don't lose back-to-back games. They in a situation where they see everybody in that division, the NFC West, and everybody taking off. They got 2 undefeated teams in their division. They got to play a little catch up. And the good thing about it is they got them boys coming up soon. I see them taking care of business here. Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson do not like losing games back to back. And I look at those previous losses, some of them, both the Vikings and the Titans game kind of leave you with a bad taste because both teams came back. But those are 2 elite teams, man. Like offensively, look at the weapons that they got with Cook and Thielen and Jefferson. And then you go on the other side with Henry and Julio and A.J. Brown. They played some dogs. So it's no shame in losing to those teams, especially when you have certain little flaws. But they performed in those games. They didn't get blew out. I just like them here against San Francisco, who was obviously having problems. Jimmy Garoppolo, I don't know what the hell he was doing with that fumble at the end of the game. He'd been playing actually okay and all right, but I think this is their way of transitioning from him to the rookie Trey Lance. So I think this week he come in and give him one last shot to audition for some other teams in the NFL, and eventually he will fail. I'm going with Seattle here. I like Seattle money line. I like Seattle in the points too. So.
With that said, the 49ers, we can't forget that the 49ers are on an upset loss.
I'm on my shit.
You are on your shit, baby. You giving it to them raw, and I love that. They are on an upset loss, you guys, in prime time to Green Bay and San Francisco. Shouldn't we be expecting a bounce back here? Like
that's how you lose. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of with that team in that situation, they know Trey Lance is drafted to be the successor. So those guys, a lot of those guys believe in Garoppolo, but when it all fails, they also got other hope that maybe the young kid can take it. So we see the athleticism and ability he got. So they do have that hope. They just came here against Aaron Rodgers and the Packers at home with a letdown. He turned the ball over at the end. So some of them guys in that locker room looking like, hey, man, let's go with the young dog. It's a little bit of motivation coming off that loss, but I just think they're playing a better team with a little bit more motivation. They got motivation because they just lost back-to-back games, and they got motivation because they got to catch Arizona and the Rams. So,
yeah, I agree with you. I like Seattle. We like Seattle, you guys, first to the party. Seattle +3, you guys. That's what we rolling with.
We playing all Sierra while the game on, too. And I'm going to wear some jeans tight as fuck like Russell Wilson.
I'm a Russell Wilson fan, so I'm for sure excited about Seattle getting back on the saddle and doing something, you guys. I'm really excited about that this week.
I'm tucking my fucking shirt in like Russell.
You silly. Next game, you guys, we got Arizona taking on the Rams. They're going to L.A., you guys. This matchup opened up with the Rams favorite, 4.5. It's still at 4.5, but I've seen it go up to high as 6, you guys. It's been kind of like up and down a little bit. Kind of up, then it came down. Then Lex told me that his book had it at 5, and I'm like, they're at 5 now. So the Rams has gotten money. Then Arizona has, people buying on Arizona has brought it back down. So it's still sitting at 4.5. But I don't know. This is what's today? Thursday before Thursday Night Football. We're recording it, so you guys know that the lines can change, injuries can happen, things can fluctuate. So look for us to post on our Facebook group page, you guys, of any updates. If anything was to happen with an official video pick bet that we have, we will for sure post it to the Facebook group page or whatever, letting you know like we're off of it, or shoot, even buy it at higher. If I jump on something and it's a pick that I gave out for the video or we gave out, we're for sure gonna hit you up on that group page. But not to get off topic. Okay, so these Arizona Cardinals going into the Rams, guys. Both of these teams are a 3-0 team. Okay. And you got Arizona back on roll after a nice victory in Jacksonville last week, going into LA. And not to mention, LA has had their card for the last few games, like their last few matchups. The Rams have had Arizona's card, you guys. With the Rams stock on the rise, do you think the Cardinals have enough to keep this game close, Lex? What do you think?
I do. I actually caught this line at 6.5 Monday or Sunday night. It's a lot of additions that happened with this Arizona team, especially from last year. You gotta remember, last year they lost both games against the Rams, but a lot of those players that's on this team now was not there last year. The second game, Kyler Murray didn't even play. I think the second half he was hurt. That's when he was off with the injury. But you gotta remember, no J.J. Watt last year. They acquired him this offseason. Chandler Jones, their leading pass rusher, was out last season with an injury, season-ending injury. They added Rodney Hudson at the center. Look at the offensive weapons they added. James Conner from Pittsburgh, A.J. Green from Cincinnati. And I know a lot of people think A.J. Green washed, but he's looking like Cincinnati A.J. out there this year so far. Rondale Moore, the kid out of Purdue they drafted. So they've been adding pieces, adding players slowly but surely. Drafted Zaven Collins, the kid out of Boise. They got some players. They got players to match up with him. Where Ramsey is a lockdown corner. He's going up against arguably the best wide receiver in the league in DeAndre Hopkins. So it's not going to be that one-sided matchup that we're used to. It's going to be a battle where both of them getting off. So you're going to see, and then with Aaron Donald and his pass rush, Rodney Hudson is one of the best centers in the league. And how to negate that pass rush? Kyler Murray and them legs. And he's arguably the hottest player in the league. We know what Stafford been doing with his numbers. But Kyler kind of matching that in the air, and he killing it on the ground too. We see you, young fella. That's why I like Arizona here. They've been playing the stiffer competition. I know the Rams beat Tampa, but look. They beat Minnesota first, then they smacked Tennessee in Tennessee. Them are some elite talent right there. That's the Julios and the A.J. Browns and the Derrick Henrys. That's the Dalvin Cooks, the Thielens, and the Justin Jeffersons. So they're used to playing teams, super teams like that, good offensively high-powered teams. And those teams are maybe more high-powered than the Rams. So I like the Cardinals here because like I said, the Rams were hunting last week. They was going against the Super Bowl champs, so they had to get up a little bit more. They had something to get up for. They in their hometown. They got Brady. They got the champs in there, and they smacked them. They dominated them. Now that target on you. Yeah, got a little bit of revenge from you always beating us in the conference. Oh, and now y'all the best? No, we the best. You got a young. You
be reaching, you be going.
Let's go, AZ.
I know y'all probably like, what is he talking about? Because my first initial reaction to this game was off top Rams. Like, I'm like, Rams. You know what I'm saying? Like, period. But after he did his breakdown and was talking to me and I started looking a little deeper, I realized that even though I feel the Rams still win this game, and I initially liked the Rams minus 4.5, I started looking into it, like I said, and I feel like Arizona could keep this close. And there's some people that think that they can win outright, like Lex. But I think that the Rams walk away with the victory at home, but Arizona stays within the number, which is 4.5 right now. So, like I told you Lex earlier, I think it'd be like a 31-28 game. If not, maybe a 24-21. I'm not sure if it's going to go over or under for that total. But I do like Arizona to keep it close, y'all. So, first of the party is backing Arizona Cardinals plus 4.5. All right, so let's move on to the next game where we have the Baltimore Ravens coming off what some believe as like a fluke win in Detroit. Now 2-1, you guys, heading into a matchup against a 3-0 Denver Broncos. Babe, please tell me, what does Denver have to do to keep this streak alive? This line opened up Baltimore minus 3.5. Now Denver is favored at home minus 1. What you got, Lex?
Denver is the best kept secret in the NFL. They're probably the least talked about 3-0 team in the league. The way they're talking about the Raiders, they should be talking about Denver. I know that people say they ain't beat nobody.
You better preach.
Look, the nobodies that they've played, they ain't even made it look close.
Okay.
They've been beating the shit out of people. The Jets, no, is not going to play no games with you. Think you got a chance? No, we're going to beat the piss out of you. And they went in there and they played a good New York Giant team in the opening week, and they really shut them down. I know Saquon not healthy, but they got a lot of weapons in Galladay and Shepherds and Ingrams and things of that nature. So they got some talent, Slaytons. They got some receivers over there, and Danny Dimes is better than what everybody think. Denver really good. That defense is top notch. Von Miller back. He's sacking everybody back. They drafted the young boy Surtain, Simmons, Kareem Jackson, Kyle Fuller from Chicago. They stacked. They got 4 corners. They got a pass rush. They got safeties. And then on offense, Teddy Bridgewater taking care of the football, stretching plays, extending the play, and making and taking care of the ball, not turning it over, putting points on the board. Melvin Gordon, he running the ball. They got a 2-headed monster with him and the young rookie. We know they got injuries with Jerry Jeudy and KJ Hamler, but there's still no offense. It's still Cortland Sutton and it's still Tim Patrick. I think they got just enough to get by this game. And against a Baltimore team that's been struggling. Baltimore been struggling. Look at how they beat Detroit. They had a lot of injuries over there. I know they're getting some players back this week. But this is back-to-back road games. I love going to that. And you go on that high altitude. Detroit have Lamar Jackson running for his life. Yeah. I expect Von Miller to chase him about a mile high. You hear me?
Goodbye, Lamar Jackson.
Hey, go chase that boy.
Nigga, I mean, his shoes gonna be smoking, G.
He like the mailman. He'll be on his ass.
I'm with you with that, babe. But hey, you got to admit that the Baltimore is still a good team. They're still a really good team. So for me, this is a really close game. And the line is right where it should be. That one, if not a pick 'em in this game. It's scary. It's scary to take Denver because a lot of people don't think they're proving yet because they haven't had that elite team come in. And Baltimore is going to be that challenge. So this is a risky bet, you guys. This is a risky bet right here. But I'm confident that in Teddy Bridgewater and first of the party's back in Denver.
Let's go.
So, but wait.
That Terrell Davis, remember that?
Salute. Scud it. I'm about to play with.
Come on, my girl.
Get.
That's the Denver Broncos. TD used to do that every time he scored back in the day.
Do it one more time.
He gonna make that noise though.
Nah. All right, you guys. Speaking of Detroit though, in that Baltimore game, oh my goodness, you didn't touch bases on that game, Lex. Before we go into the next Detroit matchup, which we're going to cover a little bit on, I want you to speak on that fluke because we're Detroit fans, and once again, our hearts were broken, completely shattered. And it's I looked at Lex when we were watching that end, and I said, we are cursed for sure. Like, this lets me know, like, I've always felt cursed, but I'm like, man, there's no way. No way. What you think?
Man, usually when the Lions lose, I'm in a house all week. I'm pissy. After that game, after like Sunday, I'm pissy. I don't even want to watch the rest of the game. I'm a little pissy, but look, they lost. They didn't lose that game.
Man.
They got stole. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
They did everything they were supposed to do to win. They shouldn't even been that close. When you look at the talent on paper, you know what I'm saying? The Lions have been overperforming, overachieving all year, and it's rolling. They continuously getting better. That's kudos to the coaching staff. The delay of game, it should have never been a 66-yard field goal. It should have been a 71-yard field goal if they're going to take that, and I don't think they would have took it. It would have been a Hail Mary heave, and I think Detroit would have won the game. It was stole from them, and I think the Lions held their head up high. I don't think they're going in there like, oh, he lost. No, they going in there, and they like, hey, it's coming along, y'all. You heard Jared Goff and what he said. He sat up there and said, the gut punches hurt. He said, and I know you guys have been getting a long time, and this is one of my first ones too, but they will stop. And that's an experienced quarterback that
we
went through.
We want to hear that. We love to hear that.
His first year with the Rams, he had a horrible season. And that second year, they turned it right back around. I love what Dan Campbell doing. I love what that coaching staff is doing over there, all-star coaching staff. And it's showing that they're getting better. They're going in this with good energy. Not in Chicago.
Okay, so speaking of this game, because like I said, we got to cover this. Yo, we have Detroit going into Chicago, you guys. Taking on the Bears after that horrific showing that they had in Cleveland last week. Oh, my God, Justin Fields. I feel so sorry. They lost 26-6, you guys. Okay, so this, before you speak, this line is Bears -3. Okay, so I just need to know, what is going on in Chicago? And can the Lions capitalize here? Just based off of everything that we know from last week, you guys.
This should be a Lions. I think the Lions going to Soldier Field and win. Remember we touched on it. Look at the quarterback situation in Chicago. It's huge. You got to remember, before the draft, at the end of last season, Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace was on a hot seat. And usually when you the way they went about it is backwards. Usually you fire the coach and you fire the GM, and then you get a new coach and a new GM, and you draft the quarterback. They kept them guys around, you know what I'm saying? And the offense has sputtered tremendously. A couple years ago, before they got rid of Trubisky, they was looking like Chicago was the NFC Chiefs. Tariq Cohen and Allen Robinson, and them boys was making plays with Montgomery. They was making plays, and Trubisky was making plays. And then it just regressed. And last year you seen Trubisky and seen the offense sputter tremendously. And it's carrying over now. Man, Matt Nagy has got this boy out there in the five down lineman. That's it spread out. He's not rolling them out. He's not re-optioning. He's not using his strengths at all. He got him back there and he getting killed. Now you go back to Andy Dalton because you can't come up with a good game plan for this talented quarterback. It's just horrible over there. Khalil Mack. The defense, those guys. If he was starting against Detroit, if Detroit was his first game, I would feel more comfortable with them covering that. This will be his breakout. Use the Lions to come up. But seeing that they put him out there last week and they showed the Lions what he can't take care of and what he can't handle already. See, when you don't know what he's good or what he can kill you at, it's the unknown kills you. Well, we had a whole game tape of it. He don't like this, and Pace and Nagy can't do this and that, and he don't like it. So now Detroit can go in there with all the momentum. The energy is down in Chicago. It's up in Detroit. Chicago ready to fire him. And I think this is, and with the Raiders on deck, this is crazy. Y'all traded all y'all picks to Chicago for Khalil Mack. That didn't work. And now the Raiders is 3-0 and y'all in hell. Then you trade all the remaining picks that you got for the quarterback that you can't draw up an offensive game plan for. Now you got the Raiders coming up next, and you lose at home to Detroit. Hey, the nail in the coffin is Detroit going into Soldier Field and beating Chicago. And by Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe Monday, or maybe not even Sunday night, Matt Nagy will not make it to Vegas to see Giant Group. He will be out of here. I like the Lions.
That's terrible.
I like the Lions.
Hate to see him up out of there, guys, but Chicago needs to be on the new and better things with that new quarterback, and they need somebody that can work the offense for him. You know what I'm saying?
Preach.
So I don't know.
Those are big facts.
I want to tell y'all something. I have a strict rule not to bet teams that I like, that I love, like my favorite teams. And unfortunately, I am a Lions fan. I suffered a lot. I'm pretty sure you guys can agree that as Lions fans, we suffer a lot. So I can't get us out, or me and Lex can't get us out as an official pick, but we do lean Detroit +3 in Chicago, and I even look for the upset, y'all. I look for the upset, but I don't bet it. I like to sit down and watch and try to not rip my eyes out and have a heart attack or a stroke while I'm watching them. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next game, y'all. Just take that as a lean and take the information that Lex just dropped on y'all.
Oh yeah, Khalil Mack has not practiced yet.
Yeah, use that.
It could be out.
It could be Detroit +3 could be a really good pick, you know. And I might take it personally, but I ain't giving it to y'all officially. So let's move on to the next game, y'all. Love this. I love Dallas. Love the way that they showed the fuck out on Monday. Got Carolina 3-0 going into Dallas to face the hot Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. You guys, this line opened up with Dallas favorite -5. It's now currently sitting at -4.5. Dallas looks amazing. What do you got, babe?
Carolina is the most overrated 3-0 team in the NFL.
That's for sure.
They currently got the #1 defense in the NFL. They haven't played anybody. They played the Jets.
You gotta watch.
He turning that over. He been turning it over all 3 games. They turned back around. They just beat the Texans. Like, there's nothing there. So yeah, your defense is going to look live. And then you beat the New Orleans Saints with all the coaches out with COVID and missing players on defense. Marshawn Lattimore, and it's a division game. They ain't at home. They on the road because the hurricane, and no receivers for Jameis really. It's just Kamara and waiting on Michael Thomas to come back. Jared Cook left to the Chargers. So, yeah, that defense is very overrated. They're very overrated. And they lost McCaffrey. So this isn't the same. Like, see at 4.5. Hey, the Cowboys defense has come alive. We put, what'd you call them? 1-1?
1-1. Parsons, baby. Michael Parsons.
Hey.
He they sweet juice.
He go to that school.
He spark plug.
He go to that state. Hey, they put that boy, they moved him. Hey, look, and Dan Quinn, give him some credit. That defense was taking a pounding last year. Everybody, the media, everybody tore him up. They switched. They switched it from that 3-4. They moved to that 4-3, and they put everybody in their natural positions where they regularly play. Now go switch you around. DeMarcus Lawrence back with his hand in the ground. He out right now. So you know what they did? They took Michael Parsons and they put his hand in the ground, and he got people running for their life. That boy been back there tearing shit up.
I love it.
Trayvon Diggs with picks over there. So now everybody in their right positions. Look at Jordan Lewis in the slot making plays. They turning the ball over. Jalen Smith at the linebacker, him and Vander Esch. They hitting shit again. You ain't got there Malik Hooker, the play safety from the Colts, Ohio State product. He making plays in the secondary. Dallas is legit on defense. They getting better. They go shut them boys down. Offensively, come on, man. They got weapons everywhere. Dak having a party. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody's talking about they got to replace Zeke. No, we not. It's a 2-back system now. It's thunder and lightning. What we going to do is beat you up. We going to beat you up with Zeke. He going to be pounding you, hitting your linebackers. He hitting you. He running through y'all. So them big uglies up front pushing everybody through, and then he just punishment. Take him out and not a little Pollard running right around you. It's a beautiful offense over there. They doing their thing. Look for Dallas to take off. I like that 4.5. I do not believe in Carolina. I think that that defense is a little overrated, and I want to see them do something against somebody that's for real.
Yeah, I love Dallas. I love them straight up for sure. But I think they might be able to cover the spread. I look for them to laying 5. I don't think it's too many. It's under a touchdown, you guys. It's under 7. Believe what you saw in that last game with Dallas. Believe that. I don't believe a lot of games that I see, but believe that Dallas, they were supposed to be good last year, but Dak went out unexpectedly, as we all know, and they making it up this year. Trust me. They going far. They gonna go far, y'all.
You heard what Jerry said.
Jerry.
He put that dome. He said it's America's team. He said that's God's favorite team. He put the dome in there so God could watch the Cowboys on Sunday.
Ooh, nah. And Jerry, you got to believe what Jerry say. Jerry be talking that shit, y'all.
How about them Cowboys?
You know what I'm saying? But look, we going to do something special for y'all this week because I couldn't find a whole bunch of plays that I love. Or me and Lex, we talked about all of these and we couldn't find a whole bunch. We got a teaser for y'all. There's so many teaser opportunities this week. Man, I feel like the books are going to take a beating on teasers this week. So we got a teaser special for y'all. I usually don't like to do teasers or give them out. I do, a little teaser here and there, but I don't really like to get them out. But when it looked this good, you got to take it. So
tell them big facts. Who we got?
Look, we got Minnesota, you guys, as home dogs again after their first win to Seattle. Cleveland is favored in this game by 2. So we got Minnesota getting 2 points at home, you guys. What you think, babe?
I love Minnesota.
Break Minnesota down.
I love Minnesota here.
Let them know.
Hey, Minnesota, one of the elite teams in the league. Don't let that record fool you. They lost to the Cardinals by 1 in Arizona, and then they lost the Bengals. The Bengals in that young offensive core, and they had injuries on their defense. Anthony Barr hasn't played the game yet, and they still trying to get everybody back. Season opener with Cincinnati. It was a toss-up game. It's a nice young team, nice young core, and they lost that game by 1 or 2 points, lost by 1 against Arizona, and then came home and dominated Seattle.
Man, what?
Dominated Seattle.
They did.
So you go to war with Arizona, all that offensive talent. You just missed the field goal at the end. You come back home, season opener, handle Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett.
Russell in the gang.
Yeah. Them boys lit. Minnesota is a really good team. I think they can win this outright. Cleveland defense has been playing horrible. Don't let that Chicago game fool you. Chicago can't block a shot.
Oh my goodness.
They are horrible. Chicago offense is horrible. The offensive line is horrible. Myles Garrett had like 4 sacks.
Or 5.
Yeah,
he was 6.
He was a killer.
What the hell?
They was killing them.
Killing Justin Fields.
And then the game was closer than what it was. And Chicago couldn't even put points up. Mm-hmm. Chicago's defense was in there. They was getting sacks on Baker Mayfield and Juice Landry out. So a lot of and Odell just got back. So he ramping it up. You know what I'm saying? He's not I don't know. Maybe he come out there and he play hard up against that defense, but you gotta know they got some players in that secondary too. Harrison Smith, the safety, Patrick Peterson ain't what he used to be, but he's still serviceable. I like Minnesota here, and you tease him up to 8.
Yeah. We going 6 points, you guys. 6-point teaser.
Cleveland ain't 9 points better than Minnesota and Minnesota. Home dog with a defense. You like that?
Their defense is a little suspect. You keep saying that to me, and I'm like, yo, they give up a lot of passing yards.
I like Danielle Hunter. I like what they did with Michael Pierce being back from COVID. Yeah. Anthony Barr be there. Yeah. You know, so they got some players over there on that defense.
And they gave up a lot of passing yards. But with that said, they also gave up those passing yards to very good offenses as well. Yes. So you got to remember that. When you look at like some stats and be like, dang, they gave up this many, you know what I'm saying, to these teams, you got to remember
who the hell they playing.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even look that far into the games. They just, oh, man. But anyway, so, yeah, we love Minnesota.
You like that?
We like Minnesota as
Kirk Cousins,
the first half of this 6.2 team teaser, okay? For the second half, we got Tennessee laying 7 in New York, you guys, facing the Jets. What do you think about that for the second half?
You like got that? The Jets here. Zach Wilson his turnover rate is higher than a lot of these jobs.
No, boy.
He turning that bitch over.
Man, ain't shit higher than that right now.
Yeah. They pay you $15 to flip a burger now.
Man, what?
That's what he doing. He flipping burgers. That's what he doing. Robert Saleh, man, I wanted him here in Detroit. But the staff that he got a rookie staff, and he's a rookie coach with a rookie quarterback.
Doesn't fare well.
It's bad over there. The Jets' defense is horrible. They can't stop nobody. I know that A.J. Brown has been out all week, and Julio hasn't practiced. As of Thursday, they haven't practiced. But I think that Tannehill can throw the ball up in the air, run around their defense, go catch it his damn self. That's how horrible they are. So you tease that down to 1, and I think Tennessee can beat them by 1.
Just 1. That's all we need.
That's all we need. I think Josh Reynolds and Tannehill and Derrick Henry will beat them just running it. Run the ball 40 times. Run it right through their face.
All right, y'all. So I agree with him 100%. So officially, our 2-team 6-point teaser is Minnesota. You guys, we're teasing them up from 2 to +8, okay? And then we got Tennessee. We're teasing them down from 7 to -1. All they got to do is win, pretty much. And we love that, y'all.
Yeah.
And then, so for our official video picks, you guys, we're going to go ahead and recap and give you our official picks. We're going to take Seattle +3 on the road going into San Diego to possibly upset. Hey, don't say you ain't heard it first to the party.
We told you about them Chargers last week.
Yo, and then we gonna be on the Arizona Cardinals. I hate this pick. I remember in week 2 when I said I hated the Buffalo Bills pick. Buffalo Bills came and dominated. I love the Rams. I've been behind the Rams, but I gotta go with the numbers. Arizona +4.5 in LA. You guys taking on the Rams. All right, and then Baltimore Ravens versus Denver. We got to roll with Denver right here in Teddy Bridgewater, you guys. We're just going to lay that 1 point and pray that Denver takes it away.
Chasing.
Gets the win out.
Chasing.
You know what I'm saying? And not to mention that teaser we just displayed and laid out for you guys as well. So take the 2-team teaser. Take these 3 bets. We're looking for another perfect. Like week 1 was 5-0. We're looking for a perfect week here, you guys. I honestly believe this is the week for the favors. I think a lot of favors cash this week. Even though we have 2 dogs. I think these are 2 of the closest dogs that you can have on this week's card, though. So with that said, you guys have just tapped in, and
Detroit, y'all
fucked with us, and we love y'all for that. Thank you so much for tapping in and watching our videos and showing support and love, y'all. From Jelly, aka Big Facts, and your boy
Martha Ford. Son,
boy, if you don't stop, you don't stop.
For real, no, this is your boy Lex, man. But look, let's continue the cash. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Show that love, man. Spread the love. Spread the support, man. We all trying to make money. It ain't. Hey, let's get it.
We ain't betting against y'all. We betting with y'all. You feel me? And we ain't asking for nothing. Our video picks are for free.
Yeah,
they are free. Hey, we don't ask y'all for nothing.
Don't be shy. Put y'all picks down there too. Yeah. Only thing I'm asking y'all to do is just grab that brick over there so we can break this chain.
Break these chains, y'all. And look, good luck on y'all picks. Whatever y'all go with. Like Lex said, drop some in the comments below. Drop some on the Facebook group page where we all like to get in, community, interact with the community or whatever. Drop some there. Drop whatever you want, y'all. Just make sure y'all drop something.
Let's get paid.
Yeah. Peace and blessings.
Wash your feet.